Hello, and welcome to our business opportunity webinar tonight. I'm your host, Melissa Temple-Agosta, and I'd like to take this opportunity to remind everyone that this is an international webinar. Tonight, we're focusing on South Africa, one of our newest countries that we have been focusing on expanding distribution. We're currently looking for leadership to help us do that. This market is on fire, and I've been getting a lot of response regarding this country. But I want to let everyone know, if you have logged on or if you're watching this as a recording, that we are located and our opportunity is available in over 47 countries, and that's growing every day. We just opened the Philippines, and that is such good news for so many people who've been waiting for us to open the Philippines. And I can't wait to give you more information about all of the different opportunities. So whoever invited you here or whoever sent you this link to watch the recording, please get back to them to discuss your particular goals, what country you're located in, where you'd like to build a business, because the possibilities are endless. I'm in the United States, and I'm currently building a business in multiple countries from my home office or wherever I am. The flexibility of this business is incredible. And just for a little introduction, I wanted to give you a little background on myself and why I'm doing this. I have been in this business with my business partners for over 7 years, and it's been an exciting journey. In the beginning, I came from a corporate background. I worked for L'Oreal for over 25 years, which is an amazing company, and it was an amazing experience. I learned a lot there. And what I didn't know is that I could leverage all of my skills from my time at L'Oreal into this industry. The hemp industry and the network marketing industries need people from all walks of life with multiple levels of expertise. You can have zero expertise in these industries, or you can have a lot of expertise. And the beauty is that this is a very duplicatable, easy to share business. It's very mobile based. We have a mobile app, and we have a replicated e-commerce website that make it very simple. We have a proven pattern of activities that we follow religiously that helps us to hit all of the benchmarks necessary to tap into all compensation elements and to achieve success. So we help you at Hemp Lifestyle Network, which we are a part of. We decided to align with Kannaway because Kannaway is the Premier Cannabis Company, and that is going to be the focus of this webinar, taking you through the reasons why Kannaway has this notoriety and why we've stayed with Kannaway for so long. They're the only choice for us. Nothing has come along that is better, and the reputation, the credibility, the lengths they have gone to ensure safety was very important to us, and that's why we're here. The other reason that I'm here is I had a profound personal experience with our products. In 2015, I was laid off after all of those years from L'Oreal, and I decided to take a different course of action. Sometimes we need a catalyst to do something different. We get comfortable in our world, and a lot of people have had catalysts for different reasons. Some are pivoting with a purpose after the pandemic. Some are just realizing that they want to have more control of their time. They want time freedom. They want more capability to enhance their financial outcomes. They want other residual streams of income. There are many reasons. For me, I was dealing with a lot of health challenges. I had to have another surgery in 2015, and these products changed everything. I actually worked with my medical professional at the time in California, who was able to help me get off of all of my medications and replace them with hemp-based products, cannabinoid products. It was remarkable. It took about 3 months to do that. And 7 years later, here I am. I am a customer and I am an entrepreneur in this business. The possibilities are endless. So whatever you're here for, if you're checking this out to learn more about if these products can be great for you, you're here to learn more about the business opportunity, you will get all of that. Please jot your questions down. And between each video segment, we can have a little chat. If you don't want to turn your video on, you can certainly type into the chat and I will check that periodically throughout the presentation. So let's start first with the problem. You see this on your screen. There is a fundamental problem in our bodies that we need to address. And Dr. Stuart Titus will educate us a little bit more, just a little science, just 3 minutes of science before we move on to how then, knowing this, we moved into finding a way to bring this to the masses and share hemp for humanity. Our goal is to put hemp in every home, and we are a movement with a purpose to do just that. So take a look.
The existence of hemp can be found throughout recorded history. Food, medicine, elixir, textile. Hemp is thought by some to be the first crop domesticated by our ancestors. In ancient India, it was blended with milk and spices into a drink believed to aid digestion, relieve fever, and ease dysentery. Some thought it made the body more alert, calling it the nectar of the gods. Beginning in the mid-1800s, hemp oil was a natural part of the American pharmacopoeia, prescribed for everything from cramps to chronic seizures. After the 1930s, taxes made hemp too expensive to grow, and farmers mostly abandoned the crop. Hemp became more scarce. Cannabinoids all but disappeared from the food chain, and Americans became deficient in cannabinoids. Cannabidiol is a naturally occurring chemical compound found in plants like echinacea, flax, and of course hemp. In this form, it's referred to as a phytocannabinoid. But plants aren't the only source. Cannabinoids also exist in the human body and can even be found in breast milk. Some researchers contend they play a critical role in early childhood development. Regardless of the source, cannabinoids work in conjunction with the body's endocannabinoid system, also known as the ECS. The ECS is a network of cannabinoid receptors found in the mammalian brain and abdominal organs. This system plays a key role in regulating many natural functions, including mood, sleep, and appetite. Present from even the earliest stages of fetal development, the ECS predominantly consists of endocannabinoid receptors located in both the central and peripheral nervous systems. CB1 receptors in the central nervous system combine with the brain's nerve cells to help regulate the body's biochemistry. Both endocannabinoids and phytocannabinoids bind to these receptor points to control the passage of proteins between cells. CB2 receptors in the peripheral nervous system are mostly found on white blood cells, in the tonsils, and in the spleen. Cannabinoids that bind to these sites help modulate the immune system response to disease and injury. Research has shown that cannabidiol has the potential to reduce inflammation and protect critical cells against oxidation. However, with a lack of cannabidiol in the food supply and the tendency for endogenous cannabinoids to degrade within the human body, most people are deficient in these important compounds. This absence of cannabinoids has led researchers to establish a condition known as clinical endocannabinoid deficiency syndrome. A diet rich in phytocannabinoids, such as high concentration hemp oils and hemp seeds, may offset this deficiency. The discovery of cannabinoids and the endocannabinoid system has forced the scientific community to rethink how many of our most debilitating diseases function and how to treat them. As it turns out, so many of us are deficient in this fundamental substance that plays a key role in keeping our bodies balanced and healthy. These receptors are an intrinsic part of who we are, leading us to ask, are we starved of cannabinoids?
Yes, I believe we are. After learning all of that, don't you agree that our bodies need these cannabinoids? Inherently, our bodies are set up to utilize these cannabinoids to create this sense of balance and so that everything functions properly. I didn't know this 7 years ago. I did a lot of research 7 years ago and learned a lot from Dr. Titus. And I was a little upset that we all didn't know this, that the medical community didn't even know this. So if you're a medical professional, professional on here now, you also are learning and getting educated. You know that most medical schools don't even cover this content. And so we have a lot of work to do, but the awareness is growing. And I think people versus 7 years ago are much more well versed in this information. So now that we know that we are starved of cannabinoids and our bodies need them, how do we get them? How do we know it's safe? How do we know it's from a reputable source? Where do we go? There's hundreds of products on the market, probably thousands, I should say. And so figuring out what's best for you and your family is half of what's going on. And if you're looking at this as a business opportunity, you have to know the behind the scenes that went into formulating these products and starting the company and what the company did to make the best options for us. So let's take a look at the next segment. Here we go.
Kannaway is the first company of its kind, the first ever cannabis-based direct selling company in the history of the world.
All the history of cannabis throughout the world, a very, very interesting study. Going back to ancient Chinese artifacts, we find evidence of cannabis being used therapeutically. Even here in the U.S., in the period from 1850 to 1937, cannabis was widely prescribed by medical doctors.
In 1937, that all changed when Congress passed the Marijuana Tax Act and lumped hemp in with marijuana.
Kind of went on for about 50 years until a group of us from San Diego, kind of enterprising entrepreneurs, thought if we did this a little differently, perhaps we could grow a high concentration CBD in a hemp crop. We did this and felt comfortable in shipping to all 50 U.S. states, and then over time we're currently exporting products to about 44 countries around the globe.
Any great movement like that, it begins with one person willing to stand up and say, we're going to challenge the status quo, we're going to do things differently. And that for us is Dr. Stuart Titus, the founder of Kannaway. You know, he was a lone voice in saying what the benefit of CBD, beneficial cannabis was.
Well, there were tremendous challenges in developing this industry. At first, we had to find a place in the world to be able to grow high concentration CBD in a hemp crop. And we searched out the globe, wound up finding a wonderful farmer in the northern part of the Netherlands, growing a crop with a high enough concentration of CBD to potentially be therapeutic. It took us about 4 years. Of course, the fibers are very thick, almost like steel. Between ourselves and our farmer, we probably put $12 million into just developing the harvesting equipment.
It's not all about just throwing some seeds in the ground and hoping you come up with a high CBD concentration crop and then being able to deliver a product. This was a process that took years and years and years to develop.
CBD and cannabinoids do have an effect directly on receptor sites within the cell membrane, and this allows many of us to overcome things such as fatigue. There is now this theory going around the medical community of clinical endocannabinoid deficiency syndrome. And this was first postulated by Dr. Ethan Russo, and he found the characteristic among these patients was that they were all very low in their internal endogenous cannabinoid levels. Once he started getting his patients to a normal cannabinoid intake, that these patients came to a much higher level of health and wellness.
We believe the best product that you can get is a real true full spectrum product like the ones we sell, sourced from a trusted grower that's been growing it for decades.
So our two-step process allows us to take many of the entourage botanicals and then we reconstitute, just put A and B together to capture as much of the goodness from the cannabis plant as we've currently been able to utilize. We really at this time are about the only company that has these blue, green, and gold products, which are more direct from the cannabis hemp plant itself. Green is the raw juice, the raw extract from the hemp plant itself, CBD in an acid form. Blue is a raw extract from the cannabis plant that's been decarboxylated, lightly heated, loses some of the plant material, concentrates the CBD to 17%. The gold basically takes our blue product that's been decarboxylated, and then we do an additional step, removes a little bit more of the plant material, concentrates the CBD to 24%, and produces a nice golden honey color.
These plants will actually be cut down in about a week, and then they'll be dried and then taken to the extraction facility. And they're going to be tested right there as soon as the extraction's done. Then they're going to be sent to the US, and it's going to be tested again for content. And when the final products are done, it'll be tested one more time. It's what we call triple lab testing. In the cannabis industry, you can find all kinds of products, and who knows what you're actually taking, right? So we want to make sure when we're delivering a product to you, exactly what's on the label is what's delivered to your doorstep, so you can take the product with confidence and then experience the great benefits. Medical Marijuana Inc. really is a company of firsts, and it's Kannaway's parent company. In 2009, it was the first ever publicly held cannabis company in the United States. In 2012, we were the first company in the history of the world to launch a CBD. And in 2014, a major first for the company. The first ever cannabis-based direct selling company was introduced to the world, Kannaway. In 2017, the company had a breakthrough. We were the first company to ever present to the World Health Organization on the safety and efficacy of CBD-based products. Just this year, we had another amazing first. We were the first company to ever have a cannabis-based supplement, our CBD products, in the PDR, the Physician's Desk Reference. For the first time, we cracked the DSN Top 100. It means Kannaway is one of the world's largest 100 direct selling companies. We've still got a long ways to go, but we've been recognized over and over from 2018 to 2019 because of our growth, and I expect that to continue into 2020 and beyond.
So impressive. Every time I see that video, even though I've been around for 7 years, it reminds me of the notoriety of the company that we've aligned with. Kannaway is incredible and truly is a movement. If you're looking to align with a company that means so much more than just getting sales and making money, you know, the cause we have, which you'll see in the next video, is a powerful driver of our need to give back and to create a positive global change. This is very important to us. The fact that our company representatives addressed the World Health Organizations, addressed the FDA right before the pandemic began, and also was able to actually get a product listed in the Physician's Desk Reference or the prescriber's digital reference app that doctors use all over the world is remarkable. The Pure Gold Liquid is a product that gained the Banned Substances Control Group certification and hence is able to be located in the PDR. That is so amazing because this allows even medical professionals to safely prescribe this to their patients. This is not a prescription product, but this is a product that doctors would like to safely recommend. This is one of the reasons why I am here with this company, because I want to have these products and know that they're safe for my son, my veteran husband, my pets, my elderly mom, my entire family. I want to make sure that these products have been tested, not just third-party lab tested like everybody else, but triple lab tested, going above and beyond. The fact that they're changing laws and minds is an incredible feat. It's something that not everybody can do. Back in the early days, 10 years ago, even just getting hemp imported into America was quite a feat. And then legalizing in other countries to help kids. It all amounts to the fact that this is a reputable company, and I love sharing this part. So one more section now that we have together is now we want to look at what does it mean now? What do we do as entrepreneurs? How do we take all of this amazing information and turn this into a business, a lifestyle business? Because we are living, breathing examples of what these products can do, and also what the opportunity can do for us and our families, releasing us from a schedule that we're stuck in, or working for somebody that we don't want to work for, or just imagining the possibilities of our financial goals. There's no ceiling. So take a look at this next one. If you're here as a customer, take a look at this anyway, because you may know someone that is interested or would be interested in this, and you can pass this on. Also, just knowing the experiences of the people that run the company and the entrepreneurs that participate is important to know who you are getting your products from. If you are signing off with us right now because you're a customer, don't forget to go back to the person that brought you here, sent you this link, and they can help you customize a routine for you. The amount of products that we have and the ability to give you exactly what you want that fits into your lifestyle is a personal choice, from liquids to capsules to oral applicators to skincare to our best-selling topical salve. There really is something for everyone. There are edible products, there are vapes, there are products that are very specific to certain demographics of individuals that need these products for their wellness. So please reach out. Don't miss out on that personal experience. This is just an overview, so we look forward to speaking to you more. So let's take a look at what the lifestyle business looks like. Here we go.
You can look at everything around you right now. Okay, look at your watch, look at your computer, look at your TV. Are all those things going to be bigger in 10 years than they are today? I don't know the answer to that. But with respect to cannabis, you could ask anybody that's living on the planet today whether the cannabis industry is going to be bigger 10 years from now than it is today, and it's a universal yes. So how do you profit? I guess you could start a dispensary if you live somewhere where that's legal, and if you want to invest a bunch of capital and get all the right licenses. I guess you could open a CBD hemp store and you want to hire a bunch of employees and get all the infrastructure in. Or Kannaway would be the perfect opportunity for every single person to get involved in the cannabis movement.
One of the greatest shifts in public thought in the last 70 years, and I can participate for the simple price of a BA fee and acquiring a few products to get started. Wow.
You don't have to be a scientist. You don't have to be a farmer. You don't have to be an accountant. You don't have to be a salesperson. Everything's done for you.
Ich denke, Frank und ich, wir haben unser ganzes Leben auf eine Möglichkeit wie diese gewartet. Wenn sich sein Leben durch unsere Produkte verändert, wenn sich sein Leben durch unsere Geschäftsmöglichkeit verändert, dann darf auch etwas rüberkommen. Dann können wir auch ernten.
We are making a difference in the world. We're changing laws. Who wouldn't want to be a part of that? And to share and educate and empower others, oh my goodness. And to be rewarded abundantly, financially, and with your health, all wins.
You know, the Kannaway journey has been almost the stuff of dreams. I mean, you talk about where we started back in 2014, 2015, starting to get the message out there, you know, only a little bit of growth. March 2016, we get a new CEO, Blake Schrader comes on. Now we're talking about 80 times growth in revenue. And this is because of the global cannabis movement that's taking place all over the world. We're in over 30 countries in Europe. We've just announced Japan. We're also going to Russia. Kannaway is going all over the world, and it's going to make a difference to the people in each of those countries.
It is not easy to craft a plan that would meet the needs of one with a multi-million-dollar annual income objective and also meet the needs of somebody who is struggling so hard in life and wants extra $500 a month. This compensation plan does a better job than anything I have witnessed in my 30 years in the industry of properly and adequately distributing the income among various participants at various stages of development.
So what we do is we share not only, you know, the income potential that they have, but also the other things like the trips and the little incentive recognitions, and people will work harder for that than they will for $1.
We've been to Hawaii, we've been to Costa Rica. Where will we go next? We want you there with us. This is all there to say thank you for all the things that you do, and so you can have that with Kannaway, have a lot of fun and make some great memories along the way.
I remember I walked through the doors of the company my first day that I joined Kannaway, and I met Stuart and his partner. And then I watched Stuart for a little while, and he would always have these groups of people coming into the office, helping him and giving away massive amounts of products. And I thought, you know what, he's making a big change in these people's lives, but it needs to be bigger than just Stuart, because he can't be everywhere at one time. And so we decided to create a nonprofit organization called ECHO.
ECHO Connection is an international charity, and we envision a world where cannabinoids are universally available and accepted by all. And we have seen profound changes in the health and well-being of families.
I just was like sitting there watching, I'm like, oh my God, I think can't believe it's actually working this quick. My wife came home and she just walked up and started crying and said, I got my baby back.
We always say that we would do anything for our children or for our families, and these people truly have moved mountains for their babies and for the rest of their families. And it's truly thousands of us all over the world giving just a small amount each month that keeps the Echo families going. It's a part of our culture and it's a part of our legacy as a company.
This plant really changed my life, changed the life of my family, and of course, changed the life of my little girl.
I believe the time will come when literally span the globe, east to west and north and south, the end of the prohibition of cannabis is a process that has begun. It's a process that will not be stopped. And if one earns market share today in the evolving process, there is simply no limitation on financial outcomes.
We find ourselves in the midst of a cannabis boom. Kannaway is leading the way in terms of education, in terms of giving back through Echo, and in terms of making a difference in the world. I invite you, whether it's to become a customer of our company or a brand ambassador, get involved and make a difference.
Yes, it's very inspirational. When you see the families that we assist every single month, it becomes very real that some people don't just need this for their lifestyle and preventing and future wellness. They need it for their daily life. They need it to function. They need it to feel better. There are people from all walks of life. Some people need our products for athletic performance, endurance, recovery. Some people need our products to overcome health challenges. Some people need our products because they know that they are tuning in to their body's regulatory system, which will help prevent things that could transpire in the future. Some people are looking for more energy, better sleep, better metabolism. There's so many reasons that people need the products, and that's because it regulates the body, right? So we all have a different experience and we all can enjoy, and that's the beauty. So the next step is to get with the person who invited you here. And if you are interested in this as a business, now we spoke about what it's like to be a customer and what you need to do. But now, if you're interested in this as a business opportunity, even if you have another business or if you have a job, this can be something that you can start on the side. This can be something that you can transition into full time. It's really up to you and the amount of effort that you put in. But either way, the next step is to talk to the person that brought you here and schedule a new member orientation. This is the time where you actually see the reality and the day-to-day and what it takes to set up this business, be successful at this business, tap into the mentorship that we provide to ensure that your business plan becomes a reality and that you don't miss any opportunities. Even if you are currently very successful in what you do, as I was, I had to step back for a second and say, okay, I did really well in my previous life, in my previous work life. And in this respect, I need to be a student. I need to be open to doing things their way. I need to be open to following the leader and learning from them, because the duplication of this business is so simple. It's easy to help other people get started, the more easy that you make it. And it is easy. It is work. It is a job. It is a career. It is a choice that you make. But there is a proven way to do it. And that's what we bring. That's the mentorship and the help that we provide. You don't do this on your own. You do this as part of a community of people who you can tap into, get them on the phone, get them on Zooms, have them speak to your candidates while you're in the learning process. It's a beautiful thing, because most entrepreneurial ventures, you kind of feel alone and it's a struggle some days to stay motivated. But we have a wonderful consortium of people that come from all walks of life, all industries, entrepreneurs and people who have worked for other people in trades, from everywhere. I've met the most incredible people that I would have never met in my other work experiences. So I just wanted to say that now it's in your court. So please reach out and take it to the next step. find out more, jot your questions down, jot the things down that you need to know to make an informed decision and to see whether this is a fit for you or not, because it needs to be a fit for you. It needs to be a fit for us. And it's something that I know you're in the process of evaluating now that you've come here and spent your time. So thank you for coming. I hope to see you in the future. Welcome to Kannaway, if you so choose to be a part of our journey. And I look forward to seeing you in the future. Have a great day. Take care.